and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. And today, guys, we are talking about Algorand. Specifically two things, Chris. We're going to have a look at the pricing, we're going to have a look at the charts, see what we can see going on there, the recent price movements, the recent retracements, where we can see this thing potentially rebounding from, all of that good stuff. We're also going to have a look, Chris, at this fantastic news about a Brixton pound. So it's one of our side of the pond, really. That's the UK in London. They got a local currency being issued on the Algorand platform. So we're going to get into a bit of that and see what's going on there as well. So guys, if you find this useful and informative, go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really does appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel and not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Right, Chris, with that out of the way, should we jump over and take a look at this Brixton pound?
Yeah, I wish I had a cup of tea just to make it a bit more British, but yeah, let's get into it, Nick. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So Brixton pounds, the world's first local currency, launched in 2008 in the Brixton district of London, has selected the Algorand blockchain platform to launch the blockchain version of its initiative, complementary local currency called Brixton pound. So in a new release on Thursday, the 21st of January, the Algorand Foundation, the company behind the development of Algorand blockchain protocol, announced it has entered into a grant partnership with the Brixton pound to support the development of the tokenized version of the Brixton pound. So this is absolutely fantastic news, obviously local to us, so a little bit near and dear, would you say, Chris?
Yeah, definitely.
The Brixton pound is a local currency used by local communities and businesses in the Brixton district in the south of London. The Brixton pound created this local currency in 2008 in response to the global economic crisis. The one that the banks caused back in 2008. We all remember it. We all know what happened. Anyway, so the currency is used in local Brixton businesses, and since launch, the equivalent of over £500,000 sterling in Brixton pounds has been entered into circulation. So the Brixton pound is still paper money, and as the finance industry is rapidly moving towards digitalization, the project team feels a growing need for a digital version of its currency. And why not? So furthermore, due to the pandemic, the usefulness of paper money has started to recede globally, and there is more momentum, I guess, there is a moment for the project to forward a digital complementary local currency. And so according to Algorand Foundation, there is no better way than blockchain technology to deliver this shift to digital money in a secure and trusted way. Brixton pound has chosen Algorand protocol due to the global scale, speed and security of the Algorand permissionless pure proof-of-stake protocol. And it's absolutely fantastic that we can see another fantastic use case for Algorand. There's so many, but it's good to have one so close to home. I think the last one that we really spoke about, Chris, was the Canadian dollar going on to Algorand. So fantastic stuff. So Guy Davis, Brixton Pound project lead, commented. He says, this project hands the Brixton community the keys to drive its own local economy at a time when there has never been more need to move away from outdated centralized economic models. And yeah, that's totally true. Our partnership will build towards a secure, trustless local currency platform, bridging a sustainable and distributed economy of for and by the people. The Brixton Pound is delighted to be working with Algorand to develop the next chapter in the story of local currency, and it's absolutely fantastic. So we have the CEO of Algorand as well. We are delighted to support the initiative Brixton Pound project, or the innovation Brixton Pound project. The Algorand blockchain is perfect platform to enable the next stage in development of the amazing success story that is the Brixton Pound. And absolutely, it is fantastic news to see such a fantastic blockchain protocol taking on board something like this as well. It's just brilliant, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, it really is, Nick.
Right, shall we take a look at the Algorand chart and see what kind of price movements we've seen today? Obviously, Bitcoin's had a bit of a retracement, which has pulled the entire market down with it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Right, so this is the Algorand to the dollar, the USD, on the daily chart to start with. Here we can obviously see several things, right? We obviously have our upward trend here that got broken on the 17th of January. We didn't manage to keep up in this area, but we did test our high level. This was our first price target. We hit that level and we came back down. A retest here, but it didn't hold. We obviously had the green candle yesterday with the long wick, which I think they call a hammer. And as today, obviously, we've come down significantly. So on the daily candle, we found support in this zone just here, which was our former high level. Okay, this is the high level that we've been trying to break out of, and it's actually flipped into support rather than resistance. That's the 45.6, right? And I think we're currently just at 45.4, so it's in that zone really comfortably at the moment. So hopefully it will bounce off from there. We do have support at 46.8, which may flip into a bit of resistance if we're on the way up, but we'll get into that in a moment as well. We do have further support if it were to slip down lower at 41.4 cents. Okay, so if we were to slip lower, there's good support in that zone as well. So let's take a look at this now on the 4-hourly chart, Chris, and see what we can see. So on the 4-hourly, we can see quite a big movement here of this breakdown and where we are today. Now, in the last 4 hours or so, we have come down lower, and so that's quite a significant movement for Algorand. It's come right down to this zone that is, teething on being a tad lower than we would like it to be. We need to see a bounce in the next 4 hours from this zone to be able to rebound comfortably. If we don't, then do be prepared that we could see 41.4 cents. So the next few hours are absolutely key. And obviously, when you watch this video, guys, you'll probably know how this story turned out. So yeah, let's take a look at this on the hourly, Chris, and see what we can see there. Again, the same story. It's a big red candle within the last hour that's actually causing this. So if we can get that pulling back up shortly, then we should have a good position here as well. So if we take a look at this on the hourly chart, right, we can grab our pen and we can take a look, right? So the MACD is on a bit of a decline. So that's not a very good position for the MACD. We want to see that crossover. It should have happened. We had a slight diversion. Let's hopefully get that corrected shortly. Now, the positive story here, guys, is that we are entering down here the oversold status of Algorand. So this could be the saving grace for the candles. And the fact that this is entering oversold status could rebound. It should tell traders that actually now is a good time to buy. And this is actually the bottom. So we have to watch that. And obviously, if we look back here with Algorand specifically, it does not stay in this zone for very long at all. Ultimately, it touches this point and then bounces right back out. It does not go into the overbought or oversold status for very, very long. So we have to pay attention that we are entering that zone and do expect it to bounce right back out. So ultimately, a rebound from here could be expected shortly. And obviously, that is driven mainly from the size of this red candle that you see on the last hourly, on this hourly chart. So let's go ahead and flip this back into our daily. Okay, and let's talk about what might happen, right? So if we bounce off here because we are so low on our RSI, then ultimately we could start to get this corrected back up. Now we still have our trend line that was, we did break through but came back below. That should still be a trend line that we need to be focusing on. We want to break back through that, hit this first price point at 60.0 cents. Okay, once we get past that 60.0, we have good, strong movement up to the second price point, which would be 83.3 cents. Okay, so there's good, strong, momentum here that we obviously want to be monitoring, and we want to kind of get back up to these high levels that we saw in August. Okay, and I think we can definitely do that in the coming kind of weeks and months for sure. There's a lot of momentum here that we've been having on the upside, and we just want to make sure that that is maintained going further forward. So everything at this point really relies on what happens in the next couple of hours, Chris. We really need to see how this big red candle gets closed and what the next opening candle is. And if we are going to fall down low enough or too low and actually drop to 41.4 cents, which I hope isn't the case, but it's a possibility that we have to consider at this point. So yeah, at this point, we just kind of have to monitor the situation and hope for the best. If we're going to accumulate anything, this could be the bottom. If it breaks this bottom, then there's a good accumulation period, potentially down at 41.4 cents. Otherwise, be prepared for the upside. There's going to be resistance up here as well at that 60-cent level that we touched on a few days ago on the 18th of January. So Chris, is there anything you'd like to add on the Algorand price at this point?
No, nothing that I can add on the price, Nick. Just a fantastic project, and again, great news.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, if you found the news absolutely fantastic, do go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really appreciates it. I really appreciate it. And I'd like to think the entire Algorand community really appreciates it. And if you're new to the channel and not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with all this said and done, we hope you have a fantastic day, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, take care.